Now, to begin with, allow me to present the outline of the presentation. So, in this session, we're going to discuss, in particular, the definition of the CCTV and the reasons for using it. Second, the system consideration, and the third one is the components of CCTV. All right. So, what is CCTV? Now, closed circuit television is actually the use of video cameras to transmit a signal to a specific place on a limited set of monitors. Accordingly, it differs from broadcast televisions in that the signal is not openly transmitted. Unlike CCTV is private. Uh, Unlike the broadcast, it is public broadcasting, no? And CCTV is confidential. All right. So, what are the reasons for using CCTV? So, crime prevention and investigation tool. So, could be used to prevent crime and some investigation uh, tool. So, according to statistics, that major reductions in the amount of crime being committed where there are cameras installed. So, an article in New Scientist magazine showed that simply installing a system can reduce a crime. So, in the areas covered by over 95%. Generally, uh, once the CCTV system is installed, it will only be fools who attempt to perpetrate offenses within its field of view. Meaning, it will be a deterrent, no, to a perpetrator or uh, criminals to do crime like theft and other crimes. So these are open quote, but for the majority, it will provide a high level of deterrence, as we've mentioned. A professionally installed camera system can reduce shoplifting by up to 90%. So most people considering the installation of a CCTV system have the main objective of trying to prevent the crime. So, a properly installed and managed CCTV system can dramatically reduce crime levels. Drops as high as 90% have been recorded where a highly visible CCTV system has been installed in certain locations. Example in shopping centers and car parks. Moreover, in small to medium-sized businesses, CCTV cameras acts as a deterrent also. However, the initial cost and complexity of good quality system have been barriers for many businesses. So the cost of equipment has fallen steadily over the years. Today, good quality systems can be much cheaper and still provide exceptional operational simplicity. All right, so that was the reasons why we should use CCTV in our home or in business. So before we continue, do you have some any questions or clarification, class? So none so far. All right. So let's proceed to the system consideration. So in terms of system consideration, we have environment and requirement. So let's say environment. So it depends on the location of the place in selecting camera. So if the place is very hot or it's always raining, so there's a appropriate or a specific camera that you are going to use, or it could be in uh, night or daytime. It depends on the environment. Likewise, in the environment, we have also, I mean, in we have also the network topology. No? We say network topology. This is the structure or the connection of the CCTV uh, camera, the installation system. Then we have also the recording system. So under the recording system, we have the recording software and the storage device. So the recording software and storage device, just like DVR or NVR. Right? So moving forward, so as I've mentioned earlier, camera selection will depend on the location. It could be outdoor or indoor, night and day surveillance. No? Uh, it's up to you, or it's up to the installer or the owner of the particular building. It would use sophisticated or advanced camera. So it depends on the budget of the owner. Okay, that was the camera selection. Now let's proceed to the components of the CCTV. Main components of the CCTV are digital video recorder or DVR, security cameras, monitor, power supply, and other accessories. So security camera. Accordingly, there are many different security cameras on the market that are designed to support different applications and mounting options. It may be a dome camera, bullet camera, covert camera, or PTZ camera. So, what is dome camera? So, dome camera or dome security cameras are named for their dome like shape. No? Dome cameras are commonly used in surveillance systems inside of homes, casinos, retail, stores, and restaurants. Likewise, a varifocal dome camera gives you the flexibility to adjust the focal distance of the camera lens to exactly where you need it. We have also bullet camera. What is bullet camera? Bullet security cameras are a type video surveillance camera that is typically small and shaped like a rifle bullet shell or lipstick case. Smaller bullet cameras are typically the diameter of a cigar or cigarette, but they are shorter. Sometimes they are referred to as lipstick camera. So another type of camera is the covert camera. Covert cameras, also called hidden or spy cameras, are cameras which are used to secretly monitor locations. They are usually installed inside common household items like mirrors, passive infrared detectors, smoke detectors to prevent suspicions. Next is the PTZ or pan tilt zoom camera. So a pan tilt zoom camera is a camera that is capable of remote directional and zoom control. So generally in television production, PDZ controls are used with professional video cameras in television, studios, sporting events, and other spaces. So they are commonly referred to as robos because it is like a robot and abbreviation of robotic camera. So different camera definitions. When we say different camera definitions, it could be analog camera, HD camera, or IP camera. So analog camera refers to CCTV cameras, which is an analog video signal that is transmitted over coaxial cable back to a video recorder or monitor. So the modern CCTV surveillance system is actually analog on the camera and cable side, but digital on the recorder side. Analog high definition closed circuit television video surveillance camera that supports 72p and 1080p high definition video resolutions. The other one is IP camera is an internet protocol camera. It is a type of digital Video camera, commonly employed for surveillance, which can send and receive data via a computer network and the internet. It is used for surveillance that can be directly accessed over a network connection. So IP camera are kind of a CCTV, one of the kinds of the CCTV wherein you can access the video or the camera using the computer, desktop or laptop, or uh, even cell phones or mobile phones by using internet protocol or IP address. Okay. Question: do CCTV cameras record audio? Answer: yes. That is the simple answer. CCTV camera or IP camera can of course record audio together with video image. However, analog CCTV camera and IP CCTV camera record the sound in different manners. So again, analog CCTV. So the audio input is directly feed into the DVR. So it means between the DVR and the microphone audio input device, it is the analog signal transmission. Then the digitalization of the audio signal is done at the recorder level. So the information or the limitation of how many microphones can be installed of this solution would be the number of inputs allowed by the DVR. So it depends on the provisions or the type of DVR on um, how many microphones can be installed. Again, IP CCTV camera, this type of camera or type of CCTV that can be accessed by a mobile phone or a computer. Then let's proceed with the CCTV video recorders. So one popular CCTV video recorder is the DVR or digital video recorder. So as you can see in the picture, that is a an example of digital video recorder or DVR, wherein it controls or manages the system of the CCTV, and likewise it record the the CCTV monitoring or the camera. This is the storage device, and it is responsible for recording the for recording videos and even audio. So how to install hard disk drive to the DVR? So it's very easy, no? You just insert this one's DVR. So we'll just follow the instruction. Okay. Then another one, we have as you can see, this is the back portion of the DVR, no? The common DVR ports. We have the video in, audio out, HDMI, we have the VGA, LAN, USB port, ETZ, and also the power supply port. All right. So again, this is the example of the at the back portion of the DVR. So you can see these ports, different ports. Another type of recording system is the network video recorder or NVR, a software program that records video in a digital format to a disk drive. USB flash drive is the memory card or other mass device. So, an AVR contains no dedicated video capture hardware. Also, it's typically deployed in an IP video surveillance system. It records images from IP cameras. So this one is used for IP cameras, wherein you can access anywhere, no, anytime, anywhere, as long as you have an internet connection. So comparison between DVR and NVR. So it depends on your requirement, no, in installation of your CCTV camera. Uh, if you will use DVR or NVR. So what do you need to consider when choosing a security surveillance NVR or DVR? So accordingly, the most important factor when considering a recorder typically is your wiring. Okay? Wiring will dictate what you need and what you can use a majority of the time. An example of this is you already have coax cables installed and connected to an older analog CCTV system. It would make more sense to use the DVR that supports coax cable already, while the newer HD surveillance camera system transmits high definition or HD video over coax, so you can simply swap out your cameras and DVR for your technology for a fraction of the cost of a new installation. So the NVR is more advanced than the DVR. So we have also this HVR or hybrid video recorder. It can record images from both analog and IP cameras. All recordings are saved to the hard disk, able to record audio in IP cameras, able to record audio in microphone when in analog. Now let's proceed to the CCTV monitoring. So we have already done with the recording device, no? DVR and NVR. Now let's proceed with the CCTV monitoring. So this is the example or an example of lead monitors. Then we have also the cell phone or mobile phones, or it could be tablet or laptop using internet or online. Usually, this is used for the yung mga IP cameras. And another component of CCTV is the power supply. Of course, the CCTV will not run without the power. We have here the centralized power supply or power supply box. Uh, this power supply because the CCTV use direct current, so that's why we have a converter type power supply from AC alternating current to direct current. So from AC to DC power adapter also because most the camera is 12 volts, then it use it uses 12-volt adapter. Then another components or parts or accessories of the CCTVs. We have cables, connectors, and other accessories. So cable, as I've mentioned, is usually uh, we are using coaxial cable. It's a type of electrical cable that has an inner conductor surrounded by a tubular insulating layer surrounded by tubular conducting sheet. So it used to transmit signal from the camera to the DVR. And we have also another type of cable which is the Siamese cable. In the data world, Siamese cable stands for a cable that is built to include both video and power. In contrast to power over Ethernet, the power is attached to the side of the data cable. Okay, so are you still okay? So I hope that uh, you have understood what I am talking about. So if you have some questions or clarifications, you can ask in the chat box. No? Ethernet cable. Alternatively referred to as an Ethernet cable is a cat pipe, no? Or category pipe. Is a description of network cabling that consists of four twisted pairs of copper wire which can be used to transmit signal from security camera to the DVR. Another one is the BNC connectors. This one is connector is a miniature uh, quick disconnect radio frequency connector used for coaxial cable. So it features two bayonet lugs on the female connector. Mating is mating is fully achieved with a quarter turn of coupling. So this one is used uh, the camera, no? CCTV camera, and also it could be used in the ports, no? Or for the power supply. Or this one is used BNC connectors for, yes, for camera or CCTV camera. We have also the BNC straight connector, also known as BNC to BNC connector, no? Used to connect the coaxial cables together. Then we have another one, BNC to RCA connector. So these connectors are used with miniature to sub-miniature coaxial cable in radio, television, security, camera, microphones, and other radio frequency electronic equipment, test instruments, and video signals. Then we have also power supplies splitter cable. Since there's so many cameras, no, and CCTV, then you need to have a power supply splitter uh, to allows multiple devices to be connected to a single power supply. Okay, so question so far, clarification, none. So since there is none, so let us continue. Okay, let's have a short recap, a review. So where did we start? So I guess we are already in the different types of connectors. And we have here the power supply connectors. Of course, from the word itself, power supply, it used to connect terminal from the power supply to the splitter. Okay. Power supply connectors, these are the supply used to operate or to activate the CCTV camera. Then we have also security cam microphone. It's an electronic device used to capture audio, which is sent to the DVR together with the captured video of the camera. So there are some CCTV has a built-in camera, microphone, and there are also an extension of microphone. Another port in the at the back portion of the DVR is the HDMI or high definition multimedia interface. So it is a digital interface for transmitting audio and video data in a single cable. Okay. And another one, the BGA cord. No? You can find it in the back portion again of the DVR, going to from the DVR to the monitor. The video graphics area or BGA core. Okay. Then another one is the internet router modem. Uh, there are some CCTV cameras that can be accessed using the WAN. No? Uh, that's why we use the uh, router or internet router or modem. So this router is plugged into the DVR port, which is used to connect CCTV system to the internet system. Okay, so that would be all.